Hello and welcome to another episode of The Thrifty Author. I'm your host, Gail C. Martin. And today I want to talk a little bit about virtual and flat swag. Now, when we're in normal situations and we're at a convention, we're at a book signing, we usually hand out bookmarks, stickers, all kinds of stuff. But we're not in a normal situation. And the mail is a little unreliable these days, especially hard getting something through internationally. So we don't see people in person. And how do we make good on some contests? How do we put some fun into things? How do we reward people who have done us a good turn? How do we just say thank you and send out some swag to our readers? Well, there are a couple ways, and I want you to think flat. So what can go in a number 10 envelope? Well, those flat bookmarks are certainly good. Stickers, if you have them, are great. Coasters. These can be cork or they can be kind of absorbent cardboard. They're cheap to produce at a site like Sticker Mule, and those fit in an envelope. In fact, I'd probably reinforce the sides of the envelope with two pieces of cardboard, just to keep things from getting bent in the machines. But you can put an interesting variety of things in a flat envelope for the price of one or two first-class stamps. So that's something to think about. The other thing is sending a personalized book plate. Now, what is that? It's basically a sticker that you've written a personal message on and signed, just like you would have normally signed a book. You can create your own frames for those on a site like Canva, and print them on labels, or you can order name labels, not the hello, my name is, but the kind that just have a colored border around the edges, work great for this. And then write a personal message on it, make sure you've included the person's name, sign your name like you would a book. You can mail it to them, and if they want, they can stick it on the front page of the book. They can stick it in the book. What they do with it is up to them, but there's the thrill of getting a signed book plate for your book. You can also sign some of the flat swag. If you've put in a variety of bookmarks, sign some of them. It's easy, it's completely free, but it makes a big impression on the other end. Now, virtual swag is great if you find that the post office is being unreliable. Holidays are coming up, the election's coming up, we've got all this crazy stuff going on, and sometimes mail just isn't getting through, or it's taking a lot longer than usual. Well, if you want to skip the post office altogether, think about creating a downloadable variety of swag. These can be print your own kind of things, where you come up with a design, for example, for a bookmark in Canva. And then instead of sending them the bookmark, you send them the artwork for the bookmark so that they can print it themselves on cardstock at home. You can do the same thing with a sticker design, where just make sure it matches the common kind of sticker sizes that you can buy at a Staples or on Amazon, the regular office labels, and fit your design to something that is standard. And then they can print it out on whatever they want at the other side. But if they want a label, it's set up for them to print it. Samplers and bundles are fun like this too. I've created a sampler of all of the first chapters of my books so that I can share that with somebody and say, hey, read through this, see which series you like the best, or which one you want to start with. It's all right here. And you can, of course, print that on a postcard at a site like Vistaprint and have all the covers arranged. Makes a really nice handout as an actual postcard, which, by the way, might not fit in a number 10 envelope, but it can fit in a fairly small manila envelope. But you can also, of course, have a link and a graphic that you can have, that you can send somebody. It says, download the first chapter of all of my books here. Now, a bundle can be really the same as a sampler, first chapters if you want, or maybe you have a variety of short stories or flash fiction that you've written for other purposes, and it would make sense to kind of pull them together into something little. And that makes another great downloadable virtual swag. So you've got a lot of options here. You can give them stories, you can give them excerpts, you can give them art or artwork to download and be able to very easily cut it out or print it off, and there it is. What I mean, the key point here is that we don't have to stop the fun of giving swag away to readers, and readers don't have to give up on the excitement of getting cool stuff from their favorite authors just because we're in the middle of a very unusual situation, and not all of the systems work exactly the way they should. So when you're thinking about what to do for your next giveaway, consider virtual and flat swag as a real option to making a making an important connection to your readers, rewarding them, and keeping the excitement going. Stay tuned. We're going to have more from the Thrifty Author, more marketing and writing tips. So stay tuned, and I'll see you online.